Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hey.
This is episode 3 of Pretty and Patsy. We made it.
Yes.
Made it, baby.
It's been a long
journey.
We made it. I'm very excited. And I'm super excited because this episode we have a special guest.
Woohoo!
This is Lachelle.
Our first guest on the show.
Yes,
Welcome,
official first
welcome.
guest. I'm very excited to have her. Tell us a
you
little
so
bit about
much.
yourself.
I am Lachelle. Hello. I'm actually great friends with Desiree here. That's how I came about this. Met Miss Michelle a couple times.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm just a chill, laid-back girl. I work in an adult novelty store, drive for a delivery service, and I'm just cooling through life.
All
Here we
right.
go.
Yeah, no.
Yes, and here you
Yes.
are sharing a seat with us
Yes,
on the Pretty
ma'am.
and Petty podcast.
Happy.
I'm very excited. Oh, yeah. Y'all ready? You hear what she just did?
I did.
I
You know,
want
I
you to
watched it
join
and
in.
everything.
Yeah, you see
Okay, so you
It's
ready?
really fun.
That's going to be the new rule. The
for
feature
sure.
pink, and you got to sing the song.
song.
Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3.
Pretty and
Patty. There you go. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we have a couple of hot topics today. Some spicy ones, some uncomfortable ones, and we got a little bit of that celebrity gossip we're going to get into, of course. I also want to give a special shout out to Trust the Plus boutique. That is Andrea Daly's boutique. It's my best friend. She's just starting her boutique, so I want to give her a special shout out.
Okay.
Trust the
Hey.
Plus, everything
right.
for everyone. So go shop with her. You can
Where
find
is
her on
it at?
Facebook.
Okay.
Yes.
Online.
Yep. Andrea Daly. So yep. Shout out to her.
Into that.
Also, let's just get into the topics.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So
Let's
I'm
show what you
first
coming
up.
with. Yeah, what you coming with today?
My topic is going to be about, like, basically our community making it hard for us to come up. We're not really lifting each other up. We're holding each other down, holding each other back. It's more of like a crab in a bucket, mentality for me. To me, I feel like certain people feel like they're the only ones that can do something. Someone feels like they're the only one that can do hair, the only one that can tell jokes, the only one that can make music. They don't feel like there's enough money for everyone, and I feel like we're kind of the only community that does that. I feel like other race kind of stick together,
Okay.
and that makes them a little bit stronger. And with us having that mentality, it makes us a bit weaker. What do you ladies feel?
That's a big one. That's a
That's a
big topic.
mouthful.
So I will agree. Just coming up and being the black women that we are, just noticing that we're not as closely knit. How about that? Like looking at each other. We've had the discussions, me and my best friend Lachelle, about communal living, to where like it's a community. It takes a village, and they say that when it comes to raising children and things of that nature. So why can't we carry that on?
Yeah.
Like people looking out for one another, not just like all this is patient. None, you don't get none. You go do your own thing. But
Yeah.
how much easier would it be for us if we looked out for each other? Like, oh, if you don't got it, then I got it, and I don't have that, but you got that, so you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I
that's
think-
how I kind of think about it.
I think it'll make things a lot easier. Yeah, jealousy,
It's jealousy,
greed.
it's hate, competition.
Mm-hmm.
We do not have to fight each other to all win. It's like if I'm not at the top, then nobody else can be. And I
Because
feel like
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you're totally fine. I just feel like that's the biggest thing is if we learn to love each other instead of hate and to try to tear each other down, we'll be okay.
Mhm.
We'll totally be okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's certain races that I think I don't want to say the wrong race. I think it's the Chinese or
I
the
mean, it's all of
Mexicans.
them. Chinese,
They group
They-
together.
Middle
if they need
Easterns,
something, if one
Hispanics.
person needs something, they all work and they all put money into one big pot so that they can all work together, and it'll be easier to get the next thing. I don't think we will ever be able to orchestrate anything like that because of our mentality. We're like, oh, more for us, more for me, me. They're not for the next person, or even thinking that if we link up together, we could be stronger. Because that I feel like that's what makes other race a bit stronger than ours because, we don't really work together.
Well, you
Not
got
at
to
all.
think about it. This is what they want us to do anyway. And since the beginning of black people, they always want us to be against each other. Because we was all together,
Yeah.
we'd be unstoppable.
They wouldn't like that.
So that's
They
why
wouldn't like
they
that.
come.
That's
They
true.
come for us to try to tear us down, so we can't build together. That's what they've done.
Yeah.
And you can go from the laws, the jail system, the government, everything's set for black people to go against each other. Why do you think they put the drugs in the ghetto? They put the guns back in the ghetto so we can kill each other and be against each other.
Right.
Where does it stop for you guys? Because you even have like you even have the jealousy and greed against friends, family. You know, you can think
Right.
you're so close friends with somebody, and the whole time they're plotting to take something away from you. Or where does the end? Where's the end to where we can start to change this? You know,
I mean, I don't think it's always one-sided, because definitely there are people out there who are having the same conversations we are. They recognize that we need to stick together as a community. So you hear a lot of more things, Black Lives Matter, and to that nature, like, look at Michelle's face. That was just a broad generalization just of Black people just coming together or whatever in the sense. Like, you have these communities going back into the old traditional ways, like, you know, the crystals and talking to, you know, your ancestors and things and that. So it's coming slowly but surely. I don't think we're like that strong force, but I think, you know, people are trying to make a change. I really do believe that they are trying to make a
it's coming
change.
a long way. We have came a long way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the
It's
younger
definitely
generation, I think they all starting to realize what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely came a long way.
It's
Kudos to
different.
them.
Yeah.
It's going to be breaking those generational curses
Yes.
in the Black community.
That's the
what
big
it is.
thing.
A lot of other communities have generational wealth,
Right.
whereas
thing.
we have generational curses
Yeah.
that we pass on. And
Yeah, definitely.
Generational
Yes.
wealth versus curses.
no, definitely. And
yeah.
I just think that it starts somewhere. And what do you think is making the children wake up now? You know, because it seems like there's a lot of more
It's
woke.
the website. It's the
It's the
social media.
online. Yeah,
we
didn't
didn't have
that
internet.
growing up.
Swear.
Yeah,
All we had is what our mamas and grandmamas and aunties and uncles was telling us.
Yeah.
yeah. So
And what they were teaching us in school, which again, another topic.
But yeah, it's
But
so
nowadays
easy.
there's so many more resources for these kids, and then there's people who have these platforms such as yourself that can put this information out, and then they're going and doing their own research, and it's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
it's an eye opener.
It can
Yeah.
go either way. I mean, I love this era to where we can talk and share with so many people and have like this education, but at the same time, people are always head down.
Yeah.
Head down, phone in, and I think it's a
Yeah.
big distraction a lot of the times. Like, that's another way for us not to come together, because we too focused in on our phones instead of
Yeah.
talking to the people that are actually sitting right around us.
it has changed.
It's
It-
still teaching though. I might see something on the internet, but that doesn't stop you from going to a library. Why do
Right.
you have to pick up your phone to Google when you can go get an encyclopedia?
It's
How many people
easier.
are going to do that?
It's
It's
easier.
And that's what I'm
conveniency
saying.
of it.
It's easier.
Exactly.
Kids are
Yeah.
taking
That's
the easy
why.
way out.
That's real
That's
though.
what it is.
Yeah.
We
We don't
didn't
know
have
about
a
it.
choice. They have a choice.
That goes back to, like, you know, the generation before us, and it's like they want us to go back because back in their day they didn't have this, they didn't have that. So it's like, but Granny, I got it now, so I don't want to go back and walk
progressive. We
to
are
school.
progressive.
I want to ride the bus.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but like talking about topics, like where's
Yeah.
the balance with that? Like,
Yeah.
is it too much? Is it too little? Like, where can we
Yeah.
go from there? So like, it's a big thing, but I feel like I said, I think we're moving forward in the Black community. A lot of us are like Alicia talked about in the last show, girls rocking their hair now.
Yeah.
You know, you got a lot of that. You know, I mean, and they're embracing their colors. I know I had some issues growing up. Like, I thought,
yeah.
Michelle, I thought I was the dark skinned one. Colorism. I had some problems.
Okay, yeah.
It just, I had some
topic,
real
baby.
problems.
Topic.
Topic. Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Put it. Yeah. Wow. That's heavy.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
but no, seriously, that a lot of people are coming out. I'm getting more comfortable with being dark skinned. I hated it. I hated it growing up, and it makes me kind of emotional because I hated it. I hated my skin tone. Now I can wear it and I'm confident. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a chocolate girl, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Versus I'm a chocolate girl, like not, you know.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about
It
us
is.
being together. It's a society thing. Like,
Yeah.
why would we ever feel that way at any point in time? Like,
Yeah.
why did we ever feel like this wasn't good enough or this version was better? Because you're lighter, you're better. Or your hair straighter, you're better. Like,
Yep.
why would we ever feel like that? Because we didn't teach ourselves that. We wasn't born into this world thinking that.
Right.
Somebody showed us that.
Just like racism. You know. So yeah.
Ma'am.
All right. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to. I just wanted to cover because, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Also, like on Facebook. Let's say someone starts a business, and then you start seeing shots towards the other girl that's, you know, just coming in, or she's throwing shots versus the other people. Like they see it as competition automatically versus we can share this together and we can make our money together. It has to be competition. We can't work together. It's like, oh, she's trying to do this now. Yes, she's trying to do this now. That's okay, you know? And just
is.
because you share something at the time somebody shares something else doesn't mean that it's shots towards you.
Yeah.
You know? I just feel like a lot of people, I don't know, and then it goes with the subliminal statuses. They go back and forth, and that's where it starts. Like, and then this person's over here feeling jealous and hatred towards this, and there's no reason for that.
There is no reason for that.
There's no reason for that. If everybody's going to stay in their lane and do what they're doing, it shouldn't matter. Everything does not have to be a competition. It really does not. And if you pay attention more to your lane and stay in your lane, you can get to your goal faster versus putting your energy towards someone else's plate that has nothing to do with yours.
Sounds like you're
Also-
speaking from
Free
personal
marketing.
experience.
Right. Also, you
I'm
have,
just saying.
Also, you
Just
have to
felt
watch
that.
who's around you. People could be feeding you, oh girl, she did it, oh girl, woo, and
Yeah.
now you feeding into it. Now you making statuses wasn't even like that.
Yeah.
So you gotta really make sure who you hanging around, cause they can be in your ear, they hating. They can be in your ear trying to get you hit on the next person when y'all could have built together.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep your circle small. Like,
yeah.
Circle's
It's,
so tiny.
yeah, it's like a period. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with it. Moving on. Next topic.
Lucy, what you got?
What I got is
What you
spicy.
got?
Yeah, it's always
Sentiment to play, girl. What is it?
Okay, we are going to talk about poly relationships.
Oh,
Ooh,
Lord.
she feisty.
Okay.
For the blood of the lamb.
Okay, so look, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I'm kind of 50-50 situation. Could have worked, maybe. I've never tried it, but if I was to do a poly, me and that guy would have to like actually be together, have some type of trust relationship, damn near married, and maybe bring somebody in. But see, the only thing I feel like it can work if the guy knows how to treat both women. No, listen.
I feel like
No, listen. Listen.
okay, go ahead.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I'm talking about like show both of them respect. Both like it's gonna take a lot of energy. Like they both have to feel equal. So if
Yeah.
a man really feel like he can do that, I'll try it. But if you can't, then I can't. But listen. Okay. So my whole thing is the poly. It's always the man and two women. But I asked the man yesterday, could you do a poly with two men? He said, hell no, shut it down. Why is that?
Swear, I was just thinking that when you kept bringing up like the bringing in another
Well,
woman
I
or
want two men.
a relationship, and yeah, like you know, because
I
I,
mean,
know it's
yeah.
happening.
And
And like we
I
can
ain't
use our
talking about
imagination all day. I
sexual.
know somebody out there is doing it. I
Me
mean, comment,
personally-
like, tag.
It's
me
I need to
personally,
know,
You know?
which females out there with two men.
I feel right. I feel like it'll turn more into like a competition between whoever the two is, whether it's two men, two women.
That's
Right.
sticky, yeah.
It's going to turn into more of a competition versus being in a relationship and enjoying the love that we share and all of this. It's going to be, did I suck his dick better? Did I ride it
Right.
better?
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You gotta have that bond. Like he has to treat y'all equal.
I'm gonna mess
Yeah,
y'all
because
head.
if you
Come on,
spending
come on,
more
let's
time
run,
with
let's
her in
run.
the bed,
Come on,
and
special
I'm just
guest.
watching.
But think about it. You tired, next she got it.
Right, tag me in.
So, Michelle, how do you feel? Have you been in any similar situations to
Never,
this?
never,
See?
never.
Michelle, not Michelle.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is
I
hard.
told you Seashell. Seashell.
Michelle's not used to this.
I'm not. Another shell.
She's doing it.
Go ahead.
Now, you know, I'm with her 50-50. It can't work. And I'm speaking in a different aspect. Y'all thinking of like two women, two men, da-da-da. It's the right women and men. You get you a bisexual man, a straight man, and a straight girl, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Oh, I didn't ever think of
It's
that.
the dynamics of the relationship. You don't need somebody you're trying to be in competition with.
Break that down for me.
Bisexual.
Bisexual man.
So
So
man-
bisexual man likes men and women. Straight
Right.
man only likes women. I only
know.
like men.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if I
It's
can
and
talk
that may work
There's a
for
lot
y'all
going on.
because as she said, I would want to feel equal. If I'm the only woman and I got two men, I do feel equal.
Okay.
I'm the only one there. This bisexual man, he can date either men or women.
Okay.
So as long as he got me, he's fine. Even if that straight man don't pay him no attention, he's got me. Whereas that straight man has me. Everybody's happy.
See.
Okay, so
You
what?
got-
You've thought
two-
about this.
I've done this. I've done this.
Okay, so
and
I
it
got-
worked for you.
It did at the time. There were some other complications. It does get to a point at the end of the day. I feel like there's always a jealousy when it comes to something.
Yeah.
It was a time spent situation where somebody wasn't getting enough time because somebody else worked so much. So it just didn't work out. Somebody felt the need to step out, and now it's over. Because I'm no bullshit. Sorry, we done.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it's at. But it can work. It's all in what you all are doing. And like you said, in the communal living, it's the same thing. If she works and does her on the side, but she can work and give birth to kids, but she can't, that's another situation. You know, you're having the babies, I'm taking care of the house, and he's providing. It's all in what you need for yourself. So many people try to base it on what they see on TV and what they read in a book. No, it's what you want. And if it don't work for you, try it again.
I have a question.
Oh.
So if you're in a poly relationship, it's a man and 2 women, right? Mm-hmm. Do women have to be together? Like, do you have to like a woman to be in that?
You don't have to, but it would benefit you, I would say. And that totally depends, because it could be 2 just straight women who aren't lesbians, and all y'all need is a man. And again, like you said, as long as he's taking care of both of us and we feel good, then I don't got no reason. We can be cordial, we can be best friends and have a drink and eat, you know,
So
but we don't have to be physical.
So the sex is separate there.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be physical.
Okay.
Right. There's
Okay.
several forms of intimacy.
Yeah.
I get that. But for
Okay.
me, I'm not even gonna lie. This is straight up with y'all. I mean, this is pretty and petty. I'm not in this the security level to even be concerned about a third person. Like, I'm dealing with one is enough right now, because I can't handle taking on somebody else's emotions on top of mine, on top of that. I haven't really had a super successful relationship in that sense, so it just seemed like a whole lot. Like, not to say it couldn't work, but like I said, just dealing with mine and somebody else's, and then there's a third.
That's a good point that nobody's putting in, because, you know, when you're in a relationship, it is a lot out of you to have a whole nother person that's your person.
Right.
This person's hungry. This person feels this way. This person feels that way. So if you have another person, that is a lot of mental that you're giving out.
Energies and exchanges, and
It's a lot
And
going
it's not
on.
for everybody.
it's right.
It's
yeah.
yeah.
Me personally, being in that situation and being in normal relationships, I wouldn't go back to a poly relationship.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your reason? What's your reason?
Why wouldn't you go back to a poly relationship?
That was one. It's a lot of energy. I have to make sure you're okay and you're okay.
Okay.
If it's kids involved, we gotta make sure they okay.
That's a lot of people.
And that's a lot of people.
This is stressing Desiree
That's
out.
a lot of people. In today's society too, with the way things are going, like the economy and everything, it's hard. It's really hard. It can be stressful. It's a lot of work. And as a person who is now single, I still have no kids. Like, I'm cool. I like to get up and go. I don't want to have to worry about, is this okay? Is that okay? I'm still trying to get myself together mentally. Like,
But if you had to choose, you would do.
I would do just one. I feel like you have more to give to that, just to one person. It's so much more I can learn about you. It's so much more we can do together. Trying to put 3 people's schedule or more sometimes.
Oh God.
Not me, but I know of people who have, couple swaps and stuff. They do all kinds of stuff, swingers.
Yeah.
So it's too much. It's too much.
I'm curious, like we always talking about, like, subscribe, comment. Like, I want to hear who's out there in these poly relationships and how's it going for y'all? Because I know there's successful ones.
Are
Just
you
because
happy?
it might not have worked out, we ain't seen it. But yeah, like, I'm pretty sure there's some people
It's
out
there.
there.
There's
out there.
well, right now, I like to say a lot of things are a trend, but it is.
I feel like I do.
A
I feel
lot
like
of
it's a
stuff
trend.
is a trend. There's a famous poly couple on TikTok right now. I don't even know these people's names. I really don't. They just be on the For You page. It's an all black couple. It's 2 women and a man, and they go live for hours and hours at a time, and they put on this persona like, he's the king, and you can tell that one of the women is more secure within herself than the other one is. The other one that's not so secure, she's more of the yes girl to him. She's waiting on him hand and foot. The other one is more independent. So what if you have a situation like that, and one of them is more secure within themselves than the other one?
Typically, that's a girl who feels insecure anyway. She's already insecure, whether it be looks or personality or mentality or financial stability, whatever her insecurity is. She feels like she's not enough, so she has to deal with that. And that's a whole nother program, because you're not really doing it because you want to. You're doing it to feel wanted, and that's a whole nother aspect.
I got a question. So if say any of y'all can answer this. If y'all talking to a guy, y'all really, really into him, and he says, "Hey, baby, I want to do this poly relationship." If you say no, you know in your mind he's going to be cheating. What do you want to do?
We're just
Cheat
gonna have to
back.
break up. We just gonna have to
Until we
break
break
up.
up.
She said she back. I mean, I'm with Michelle on this one.
I don't
We
do
can't
the
do
whole.
it.
I can't do the whole. You cheat, I'm a cheat. You cheat. I'm a Leo. I got a big heart.
Yes, man.
I got a big heart. Okay, you know the line.
We're in the Wizard of Oz. You need
Courage.
courage.
I do though. No, seriously, I cannot do that. I'm not gonna go and spread my body over here because you done did this. Let's just break up. You not happy. I'm not happy. We not happy.
But I like that,
Let it go.
Lalicia. You said if the man comes to you, because a lot of times these men don't even give the women a choice
Exactly.
And that's
to be in the
beautiful.
polyamorous relationship if they wanted to, because they decide to go be intimate with somebody else without even telling her. If you want to ask me and I say no, then that's like you said, Michelle, we done. But if I say yes, then let's explore it. So that part. But this is another thing, because I know like we got so many great things to talk about. But as far as this polyamorous relationships go, think about in a day where all these men were already in polyamorous relationships. They had mistresses, they had concubines. Like this back years and years and years and years was already a thing.
Yeah, just like the what is that movie? I think he was watching it. Oh, Woman is King.
I've never seen that.
Viola Davis, Woman
Yes.
King, Woman
Woman
King. Is that what
King.
she was watching the other day?
Yes.
Woman King.
Woman King. I thought, oh yeah, Woman King. There's a man in there, and he has like 13 wives.
What?
They're all beautiful, and he has like 13 of them, and it was like what they did in the tribe, and it was okay, and they was all having
Yeah.
babies, and
Yeah.
it was all fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They've been doing
There's
that.
cultures like
There's like
that.
13 of them.
Yeah.
Today.
I mean, that's a big thing. Like, but we have grown and advanced to this place to where, like, a lot of these women have become independent. And I'm not going to say I'm not one of them, but, like, yo, I'm going to do for myself. And it's kind of like how they done shifted us into this way, but still want it to be like it was back in the day.
Yeah, because you see how if he said, you know, the two men, he completely shut it down.
Right.
But it's norm. It's the new norm
To have
for it
multiple
be-
women.
Yeah, that's
I
not
mean,
fair.
That's almost like the threesome thing.
Yeah.
If it's a man and two women, it's a threesome. If it's a girl and two guys,
It's a
it's a
train.
train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Ugh.
Why is it a
Ugh,
train?
terrible.
Because she wants to.
And and I
That
don't
makes
know
sense.
why the men feels like it makes them super more gay than it makes us. I mean, I'm just being honest.
It's like
I don't wanna slap
to
that
a
bitch.
woman.
We don't want
It's
to
okay.
It's the same thing.
It's all the same thing.
the
It doesn't make
same
it is. It doesn't make y'all more super duper gay than we are when we're doing the situation. I don't know. I think but it's a lot of double standard with men and women. We
It
know
is.
that.
It
We
is.
know that. So it's like, how do we change it? I want to change some stuff. How do we change? Who's gonna get on the soapbox first?
I mean, as far as women, we just gotta understand that we don't need them. We're gonna do without them.
Yeah.
So we ain't gonna let them get away as much as we did
Not
back then.
settling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not settling.
That's the only basic.
Not settling.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
think
like
that's a
she
big
said,
part.
if these men would give us the opportunity, we might have a little bit more respect for y'all.
Yeah.
Just if you brought it to my
I mean,
attention.
if your other half did something and didn't tell you about it, you'd be upset. But if they told you about it ahead of time before you found out about it, we can talk about it. We can worry about it because we got trust.
I always say if you never know what type of woman you really have until you love her right. You never know. I'm telling you. Those are two totally different women. A woman that
I
is
agree
being
with
loved
that.
correctly and a woman that is being loved incorrectly. That is two totally different versions of a woman.
Yep.
Try it.
Indeed.
Fellas, if you're listening.
Fellas,
Try it.
Indeed.
we're giving you the blueprint.
And don't put a time space on it. Don't be like, okay, I was nice for a week. I didn't get that.
Right.
No,
Nothing changed.
No, right. Try it. Actually, genuinely try it. Treat your woman right and see what she does for you. You know?
Go out of your way.
And
Go
see how
above
much
and
of a
beyond.
freak she turns into.
Anyway, you want.
I'm telling you, try it. You know? I don't know about being as freaky as breaking another whole human in the bed, but
I mean-
I do some things.
And also, I feel like I gotta say this real quick.
Uh-huh.
When people bring another female into the room, I feel like it opens doors for cheating. Because what if she's better than you? He gonna go back and call her.
She ain't got to be better than you. He probably still gonna go back and call her.
Oh, damn.
So why would you open that door?
Oh, damn.
Because you
God.
got, that's why,
like
like
that,
you said,
Tina.
y'all got to be ready
Yeah.
for that. That's got to be
Yeah.
something y'all done discussed. Y'all have already
Meditated
become one.
about, prayed over.
Is
You
it-
know,
is
it's not
considered-
for
is it
everybody. And
considered
honestly,
cheating?
if that's how you think about it, right, it's probably not for you.
Right.
Is it considered cheating if they go behind?
If you're
I mean,
in a
behind.
polyamorous relationship, then I would say no, because hopefully y'all living together or what, you know.
Okay.
But I mean, if you and your dude are just having some fun, and then he go back and do it again without, you know,
Telling
it
you.
ain't Valentine's
That's-
Day, then maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
when you're in a poly relationship, that is what you are
I
opening
bet
up
say-
Yeah,
And
to.
that's
you're
what I'm
open
saying.
with those
Freely.
people.
Because even if he goes to work. Y'all two, if y'all like that, y'all can hang out and do what y'all do while he's gone.
Right.
Just like he would do with either one of y'all while the other one's gone. Or y'all can work it out where y'all work the same hours and come home together so you don't got to worry about it.
Uh-huh.
You got to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah,
If you don't like it, then you say that. Right. You set them stipulations.
Communication.
Okay, all right. So a poly relationship can work out if it has the right communication skills
There
in
we
the
go.
relationship.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the Pretty and Petty take on the poly. The Pretty and Petty podcast poly.
Oh,
A lot of P's.
A lot of you. I feel like you spit it on my mic.
Okay.
Please comment on this poly. I really want to
Yes.
know everybody like what y'all think about this poly.
Yes, and shout out
Can
to
it work?
y'all for the comments last
Yes, thank
episode. Y'all
y'all.
did so good. Thank you for commenting. Let us know what you think, and please continue to do so.
Yeah.
All right, Desi, what you got?
What you
Girl,
got?
I'm already hot
girl?
thinking about
What you
this.
got?
Outside of this heat in the room,
Let me
I'm already
drink some
hot.
water because I feel like she's
Good God. Okay. So I'm talking about relationships and finances. Getting into it real deep. Especially in this day and age, we kind of go back and forth just talking about the different views between men and women. I know back in the day, you know, the Make America Great Again family was like the little wife at home taking care of everything, cooking and cleaning and having the babies. The man goes to work, pays all the bills, whatever. Come home, he got his dinner on the table. Open my legs when you say so. Going about. Okay. So this day and age, you know, it's a lot of single moms out here, independent women that have decided to, rather than depend on a man, that will go get it for themselves. But if you are in a relationship with a man and it is not an equal contribution, would you be able to do that? Like if you are providing more for the man than he is for you financially, would you be able to do that? Sugar mama it.
It depends on what else he's giving me in return.
See, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
If he's at home taking care of the kids and it's like an equal, you know, I've been in a situation where I was the person that went to work and he was the person that stayed home, cooked and all that type stuff. Did we argue about money? Yes.
See,
All the time.
see,
Because you get that outwork, you know, you get that how a man feels.
Yeah.
You
Right.
start feeling that way.
Yeah.
And you looking at him like, you know, you
but
want
like
me-
back in the
you
day,
know?
didn't they do it? No questions asked. What is it? Because like, are we still feeling like they should still be able to help us, or what is it? Like, I can't be independent and then want to be dependent all at the same
But
time.
that goes with the gender roles too, because
Gender roles.
It does. It really does, because you know, and this is a topic: how women are. So how you have a stay-at-home dad versus a stay-at-home mom, and how society looks at that. You know, they look down on a stay-at-home dad. You know, they do.
They do.
So versus the stay-at-home mom, it's like that's how it's supposed to be. Like, but what if you're actually?
What if there's no kids at home?
Well,
he just at home?
He just at home.
No, he need
Wait
to
a
get
damn
up.
minute
He need
now.
to get up.
So
baby,
he'll
'cause we-
wash your clothes. He'll cook you some food. You know what I mean?
We ain't take care of no man.
He wash the dishes for you, but ain't no kids at home.
No.
If ain't no kids at home,
I'm
come
not
on
your
now.
mama. I'm not raising you.
Yeah.
I'm not raising you.
Well, wait a minute. What is he doing? Okay, here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. That's why I said stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, because that's the only reason anybody's staying at home.
It's because of
It's
kids.
because of kids. If you a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home, I didn't say a stay-at-home person. I said a stay-at-home mom and a stay-at-home dad.
I'm saying I'm person.
I mean, come on now.
So you realize so prior to this, prior to you getting married and jumping, you know, the broom, you didn't have kids, but he was
Right.
still going to work. So what was she doing? She's still cooking his meals, cleaning the house, ironing, pressing, and all that other stuff. But like this day and age, if the roles was reversed and a man's sitting there doing that, how
I
y'all
don't
feel?
know.
I don't like it. I'm
biased
just
right now because
I
it's like
I
I
don't
feel
like
like
it.
a man is supposed to provide.
No, I don't see.
And that's
There's
what I've
no
been
kids
taught.
involved here. The
There's
man
no
is supposed
children.
to provide.
But a lot of men are getting soft now. Like
They
that's why
are.
we gotta be so independent. I feel like a woman's
They wear
only
panties. They
a
wear
woman.
panties.
Shut up.
They wear them. I don't care.
We're only independent.
y'all quiet.
We only
'Cause my
independent because we
opinion is
have to.
unpopular.
That's
good. That's what we want.
In my opinion, that's why I just straight 50-50 it. I don't got time
you
for
can't
you
split.
can do this and you can do that. We can both wash clothes. I hope your mama taught you how to wash dishes
God.
and cook. Like, we
50,
both
50.
drive. I can pump some gas and you can go get some groceries. And we can
Yeah.
both take care of these kids, but we're going to go 50-50 on these. That's why you got your money to do what you want to do when you go do what you do. And I got the same for me. We'll get a babysitter, whatever we need to do. Why is it so hard for a woman to get up and go to work? Because a man, don't get me wrong, they going to go work. They ain't got no choice, so they going to be on the street. Because ain't no woman going to take care of a man. For the most
Definitely.
part. For the most part.
She's looking at me. She's like, bitch, I know you.
Ain't no woman gonna take care of a man for the most part. But a dude will go to work and take care of a family while a girl sits at home or whatever. And then honestly, I seen a post the other day. It was like, without government assistance, it'd be a whole lot more deadbeat baby mamas than it is deadbeat baby daddies. And how true is that? How true is that?
No, for real. For real.
Why can't we get up and go? I don't mind going to work.
Me
I'd
either.
rather
Me
go to
either.
work
Well, you
and
know,
have-
in this
Oh,
world,
and then
in
y'all wonder
2023, the woman is working. You know, majority of the women are working.
And then she brought it up earlier, like, honestly, your grandmama and them was sitting at home, but your granddaddy had a mistress somewhere. A
Yeah.
whole other family somewhere. Y'all out here talking about y'all want y'all man to cheat. See, y'all want him to go to work, pay for everything, be faithful, and deal with your raunchy
Wait
ass
a
all the
minute,
time.
wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm
Like,
sorry, I gotta say this because you just said it. That is a topic because Gabrielle Union, she just said, she went on a podcast and she said because she made the more money in the relationship, she felt like she was able to cheat. So
I saw that. I
yes,
saw that.
because she
I
was
did
the
see that.
breadwinner in the relationship, she was able to cheat.
Was this her first
do
marriage?
You feel, I think so.
It
Yes.
was.
Do you feel like now 50 Cent put his 2 cents on it and he said that was a whole mentality talking. That's a whole talking, you know? But
And it is.
Gabrielle Union said that. So
I don't-
how do you feel
Because
about
again,
I need
it?
to
if
know
we
which
both
one.
making money, even if I make more, as long as you're giving me everything I need, why would I need to cheat?
Yeah.
That's
that's
pointless.
dumb.
Like, yeah, and
dumb.
that's my aspect with it all. Like, okay, like if I am providing more for the household financially, I don't mind because, like Michelle said, it depends what you're doing for me elsewhere.
Right.
But it can't be like all the time me thing. Like, let's go back and forth. Like, I got you, you got me on this.
Yeah.
But if I got everything, like, dude, that's a lot on me.
And to me, I think that's going to take away from the relationship because
It for
eventually
sure
he's
is.
going to become unattractive.
Yep. And you're gonna resent his
You're
ass.
going to resent him in everything he does.
Yeah, grown ass man
Oh
child.
my God. Everything. Him waking up, him
Shut up,
breathing,
Michelle.
going
See your
to
face.
All I
every-
said is we both get up together. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. We do it together.
No,
It's teamwork.
seriously.
Neither one of us can do it by ourselves. We tired.
Right.
Everybody's tired. So teamwork. Why not?
Yeah, I believe in teamwork. I don't really believe that you should be doing majority or he should be doing
No.
majority.
Yeah.
Everybody has to put a relationship period is 50-50. That's why I said if he's given somewhere elsewhere, something elsewhere.
Yeah.
We can do that. A relationship is 50-50. If we're doing 50-50, I'm cool with that, you know? But
Yeah.
you got to be giving me something, baby. And
All I
you
can
say
think
if
of
ain't
is-
no kids at home, I don't know what the hell we doing.
All I can think of is you didn't put in on this, man.
Exactly. And it makes me not want to. How can we go out and have a family day if I'm paying everything? This ain't a family. This is a self day.
Okay.
Good God, I done took all my kids out to eat.
Like no. So I mean, like I said, it takes away from the relationship. I think it does
Yeah,
because
I don't rock with that.
I'm not even gonna want to have sex with you if I got to pay the damn LG&E
That's
in the
where I
morning.
come in at. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
I don't want to cook.
Just
you
like,
go cook.
don't
Like,
touch me.
And that's it. Don't,
Don't
want to be
touch me.
bothered with you.
Yes. So piggybacking off of that, you had a subject that you wanted to bring to the table.
Yes, that's friend. Let's go.
It was mainly just the kids involved and everything that we talked about, from black communities and them not liking each other and doing things to tear each other down, to the whole polyamorous relationships, and the fact that they have internet today. How does that affect these kids and the way they're acting compared to how we
Were.
would have acted as a child, or even been treated by our parents? And, yeah.
Everybody's like,
Well, I'm gonna talk about the music part. I think the music is really taking over our children. The girls is more hotter than we was. The music is really making them think about. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's the WAP.
The wow.
I think the WAP was just
Oh my
outrageous.
God.
And they
It
was
was on
playing
the
it on the radio. And the
On the
kids just,
radio.
you know, for this WAP. I was like, my
Yeah.
God, like this is a baby. Like
this
Yes.
is the baby.
it's a baby. Like and it's making them curious. It's making them like they're putting it in our entertainment
For
like,
sure.
It's everywhere, even commercials.
Yeah.
I think I seen something where they was selling like belts and stuff for some brand, and it was kids in like some old
it
BDSM.
was like dominatrix,
they was selling like teddy bears and stuff.
Oh, no.
And it was kids in BDSM clothes, and I was just like, who does that?
that don't make sense.
Like-
Like,
It was
ba-
over
I
the
think it's a
beat.
generational thing, y'all. Like, you know, and I can't say progression is always best because I think back in the day, you always hear your folks say, like, back in my day. So, like, think about it, because I'm imagining if a 4-year-old came out back in the day and say, let's get it on. Like, what was their parents thinking? Probably like, sit your fast ass down somewhere. But, like, now we over here in this generation in 2023 talking about WAP. Like, so
it was
I don't.
different though.
I just feel like
Let's
we
get it on is different from wet ass pussy.
It's still
But-
talking about sex.
But right now,
I feel like,
like
it's a mental mindset too, though. When we was kids, just looking at cartoons and stuff that we watch now as adults,
Yes.
we see a whole lot of stuff that we did not pay
They were
attention
so
to.
Yes.
as a child. So I think it's what your child is introduced to in the home, what you let them know and see, and that comes with kids raising kids nowadays. Because we was
Just about to
not
say that.
14 and 15, all of us having kids. You know, nowadays all the grannies is like 40 and 50 years old. No.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Like-
Different parents in these.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I
Yeah.
feel like it's what you show your kid. They're already submerged to so much when they
They
go to
really
school.
are.
Yes.
There's so much we
Public schools,
cannot
Yes.
keep away
blah,
from
blah.
them.
So that's enough. Why is it at home? You just give them a tablet because you don't want to deal with them.
Yeah,
And
like
you ain't putting no parental controls or nothing on them.
Right.
So they just open to the world.
and,
And
and-
when-
yeah, it is. It
And
is
nowadays
open.
you can type in
The
some of
World
the
Wide
simplest
Web.
stuff on Google and it'll
And
pop up with
some porn
some
shit.
stuff that
Yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with what
I
you was talking
got
about.
I got my son a little fire, and I'm thinking that it's like, you know, already because it was a fire for kids. That's what it said. But it still has it's open
Access
availability
to
to everything.
everything.
So now I put the little Alexa Kids thing on it, and now it has a box to where, you know, but I had to go on there and put that on there. If you're just giving a tablet to your kid, they can go watch porn at
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
are seeing it.
it's ridiculous.
But I will say, and I hate to be this I'm not even middle aged. I'm young, okay? I'm young as fuck. But I'm just saying, even now, I'm just like, them kids is disrespectful as fuck.
They are.
They're disrespectful. They ain't got no
Entitled.
manners. They are
Entitled.
entitled. We've become a lot about my emotions instead of like work ethic and morals and stuff like
Yes.
that. Like, I hate to be that person because I feel like back in the day, the 30-year-olds was saying the same thing about me when I was 15.
Yeah.
But here I am. I'm just like, the progression is not where it's at. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I got to say.
It's
about
getting
that.
worse. It
Yeah.
ain't getting no better.
It's
getting
not.
worse.
It's not. And back when we were coming up, like you said, it did not take all of that to just get a message across. You know, it really tripped me out how in Toy Story, they had a bisexual toy, the Spork. He was a bisexual.
Oh,
He
Sporky?
had yes,
Sporky was bi?
Yes. Well, he
crazy.
was what is the thing where you don't have any sex?
Oh, he was asexual.
Okay, yes, and he had the rainbow on his he had the rainbow on his foot.
I'm gonna have to go
symbolizing
back and
that.
watch the movie. I
Yeah.
didn't pay
I've seen
attention.
it, but I didn't know.
I
He
did
was
not pay no type of
introduced as the
attention.
first trans character or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that
Proud
really
Family, Louder
tripped
Than
me
Louder,
out.
got the 2 dads on there.
Oh yeah,
An interracial gay couple on
They have
the
to
Proud
put,
Family.
They don't have to put these things in here. And it's like, well, it's more common now, but they're still kids.
Right.
It was a fence with that, you know, back in the day.
It was taboo.
It was, but I feel like now it's not.
It's not
Like,
anymore.
it's so much more. Again, with the newer generation and being open with themselves, I feel like they're raising their kids to be who they are, which is great. I am totally for that. But at the same time, it's introducing our kids to it. So it's either let them see it in a cartoonistic way, and I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Let them see it in a childhood, innocent way, then go to school and be smacked with it, and then they come home and, Mommy, why does Billy got the same part as me?
I just feel
You
like
know?
it's
Yeah.
just like at a kid at a young age, we shouldn't be thinking about pansexual and sexual and
Not at all.
heterosexual and you know
No
what I'm saying?
sexual.
No
I
sexual.
mean, yeah, we've
It's
brought up
sexual.
sexuality with our children and genders at a very young age now, and they're talking about like self-identity and things of that nature. When we get down to the sexuality of it, some things are introduced to some kids, in my opinion,
Yes.
too early.
And
early.
I also think that certain things
But
are
let them keep
trends.
their innocence.
I do. I think that they're introducing it to our kids for no reason.
Which is why they don't need no tablet.
It's always
It's
about. It's
always
always
about-
about. It's
What
always
happened to
about.
go outside? Here's a ball.
Oh
Here's
my
a
God,
jump
we were
rope.
just talking about
Here's
that.
some chalk.
We used to
like,
love going
we
outside.
used to
I
play
do that to my
kickball.
kids.
We was getting the pots of pans, having water fights.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
y'all don't do that no more. It's literally like she said. Everybody's like it's
Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah. It's a thing, man.
We gotta change
It's
it.
a balance, I swear.
Yeah,
It's a
it
balance.
is.
It's about being open and more accepting than we were, because we not want to shun anybody away, but it's like a thing of overexposing them to
Yeah,
it
you get, here's
way
an
too
hour of
early.
this TV screen time, whatever they want to
Yeah.
call it nowadays, and now we gonna do something else, do some arts and crafts, and I think that also will involve these parents getting up off their butts and being involved. It's a lot of parents that get off from work and they want to cook and then go sit down somewhere. You got whatever little vices you got for the night, and y'all chilling until these kids go to bed, melatonin them up and everything. Don't spend some time with them.
Yeah.
Take them to the library.
Yeah.
Take them to the park and
They
play
want
ball
you more
with
than
'em.
anything else.
I
I
like
promise
doing
you.
like little. I'm childish, so
I
I like
love this.
doing little science experiments and like
Yeah.
like we did the pizza thing with the construction paper. I let them make their own pizza, then I let them put it in the oven. Then I told them to go watch a movie, and we really made the real pizzas. So when they
Dope.
got it out the oven, it was like a real
Oh,
pizza
that's
that they
cute.
made. Like I love doing little stuff like that with my
Yeah.
kids. My kids get daycare all the time.
And that's it.
You know,
It's just
science
spending time with 'em.
experiments and stuff. It's fun, and they can learn
is.
and stuff like that. And that's what they're
It
going to
is,
remember.
for
They are
sure.
not going to remember watching TV or just playing on the tablet. They're going to
Yeah.
remember the time me and my mom made a pizza, or you know.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
It's
That's what it's
big.
about. So
Yeah,
I
and
know.
then I think just letting them be open too for them to know they can talk to you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids
Absolutely.
that feel like they can't open
I'll
up.
tell them. I swear, because I always felt like I couldn't come to my mom about a lot of things, and like I'll just tell my daughter.
Yeah.
And not just my daughter, because I got 2 sons as well. But just you can talk to me. Like I actually care about how you feel. Like if you being extra dramatic and it doesn't affect the situation, you still going somewhere. But I still
Right.
want to know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? And I always tell my kids, and they know this, they'll say it to your face. They were like, Mommy doesn't buy us stuff. Mommy does stuff with us. We get to go to trampoline parks. We get to go to amusement parks. We get
Yep.
to go to the zoo. We get to go swimming. Like, Mommy won't buy us a whole bunch of stuff, but she will do stuff with us.
Yeah.
And I prefer that. I
Yeah.
prefer
So,
that.
Definitely.
good topic. Good topic.
Yay.
Yeah. So, wrapping it up with that celebrity gossip.
I know, but here we
Or
go.
social media gossip, should I say this time, okay?
Yes. Okay.
It's not so much of celebrities. So, y'all know I'm a content creator.
Yes.
I make
Yes, I
funny
am.
videos. I'm very interested in that. That seems to be one of my activities. So, right now, the U.S. is fighting the CEO of TikTok right now. You know, China owns it and all that. They are going against the grain right now and trying to ban TikTok. This is a problem for me, and I feel like it's going to be a problem for a lot of content creators because TikTok is an app that changed a lot of people's lives. To me, I feel like you have that one Keith Lee guys that does the the food reviews, and he goes and he reviews small businesses, and he turns them into like $1 million businesses overnight. And he's done this to like, you know, almost hundreds of people, you know, his life's been changed. A lot of people, a lot of content creators, lives have been changed. So what is your intake on them banning TikTok, and do you think that it's important, and do you feel like we have bigger fish to fry? Because I feel like we do.
I think they doing it because we're getting a lot of information out. Just how we talked about in the beginning about black people, we starting getting together. I feel like TikTok had a part of that. We seeing more of our peoples on there. We see them, you know, if they own businesses, it's making us feel like, oh, I want to get my own business. It's giving us a lot of information. They can't take that.
Yeah, and with the information, just like when they the trains wrecked and all the chemicals was shot up into the clouds and it started raining acid, the news was not telling them the actual information on that. It took for us to get on TikTok and see the real people that were actually living it and going through it. It took for us to see them, to see what was actually going on in the world. The news is not giving that to us. So I think that has a big, like, takes a big toll on it. I think that's why they're doing it.
I think that's exactly what it is. Because honestly, if you research it, they'll tell you it's something to do with biometric information they get
Yeah,
and
it's a
giving
big
away
thing.
to consumers and everything like that. We do that every day with Facebook. All
Yep.
them little challenges and 10-year this
Yep.
and show
Right.
me your kids now and all that other stuff. That's all the same thing. So if that was really what it was about, none of these social media platforms would be getting any play.
existing.
I think it's exactly that. TikTok is exposing everybody to everything. You got all these people that sit at home and just sit and think and create and create and create, and there's people biting it now. There's people finding out all these little conspiracy theories and everything else. It's starting to stir up some problems, and I think they mad.
So
Oh, yeah.
pretty much the senator of Missouri brought this to legislation, asking them to vote against the ban in the United States. And he said because like China's all these communists are going to have our information. So it's better. He said TikTok was digital fentanyl. He said TikTok was digital fentanyl.
Wow.
Somebody
and now
coming.
it's just about China trying to just get our information and control us and stuff. He was like, we're not going to allow them to do this to us. So I mean, like a lot of the Republican legislation, they would just shut that shit down, but he's still pushing for it. So like y'all said, they trying to just keep us in the dark.
And they feel like the majority of the money is leaving from America and going to TikTok. Because if you think a lot of Americans are on TikTok and they're on TikTok for hours at a time. I mean, I've been guilty of it. Sometimes I have scrolled till there is no scrolling no more, and the morning has arisen. So
You're all caught up.
And I done passed up the weight. You've been scrolling way too long 3 times. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So I've done it. So and those ads and all of that that's money. The purpose of any app, any social media app, is to keep you on it. That's why TikTok is so so good at it. They have the most undefeated algorithm of all time because they have that For You page. They pay attention to the videos that you watch. They pay attention to how long you watch them, and they know how to keep you on their app. Nobody has been able to beat their algorithm. So they're competing with, they try to compete with it, and now they're just like, all right, we're just going to get you the fuck out of here because we can't win. And I think it's unfair. Especially to content
I'm gonna
creators.
put this out there because I'm the little hippie one. I do not have a TikTok.
Me neither.
I don't have a TikTok. I don't have it
Don't
on my
upload.
phone. I don't watch it. If anything, I see like little clips of it on Facebook, and they're like, "Download the app." I'm like, "No." So, I mean, I get it. I mean, it's a new time and age in social media, but I'm cool with my Instagram and Facebook right now.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping up with the gym.
Right, but a
love
lot of
TikTok.
I just want to say a lot of your videos that you see, a lot of your shorts and stuff that you see,
That's where it's coming from.
they came from TikTok.
Yeah.
We've
and
seen
that's
it weeks ago.
how dope it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't even got to have TikTok to see it.
I swear, like that is how.
Yeah.
You just said it. So So the next topic up on the chopping block is Miss Lotto. She just announced that she's doing 777 Radio. I think that's what it's called. All right. Now, a while ago she got into it with Nicki Minaj. And the barbs just, those
Went
barbs.
She just went ham.
Those barbs.
Isn't that typical Nicki fashion? Wouldn't she do that?
But no, okay. So basically, they've been trolling, and she's been trolling them back. Like she's been wearing the cheetah panties on every music video that she has because she called them the panty police, and now she has this, radio show coming out, and Nicki Minaj had a radio show, Queen Radio, that was on iTunes, and now hers is not on iTunes anymore. Now Lotto is kind of taking that spot. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like that Lotto has the personality to do a radio show? Do we want to hear from Lotto? Do we want to know what she has to say? Do you think it's going to be entertaining? What do you think about that?
The first thing that comes to my mind, I know this is going to be so silly because, like I said, I'm not really up to par on everything, but all I could think of is like Nicki's like mad she took the spot. Girl, if you ain't shitting to get off the pot. So if Nicki got off the pot and somebody else got on it, why is she mad about it?
She's not mad. I didn't say anything about Nicki being mad. I said, how do you feel about Lotto doing a radio? Now, if you want to go into Nicki
She wasn't
Minaj.
on the pot, so somebody sat on it, so it's fine.
Okay,
That's
so
how I feel about it.
Okay, so also with that being said, Lotto just got into it with a very popular blogger. His name is Armand Wiggins. He covers all the shows. He has a podcast. He just kind of like Queen Radio, but his is on YouTube. She got into it with him because he put his opinion on her music. He said he didn't like it. Now she's basically about to have the same type of show. Don't you think that's kind of contradicting?
She's seen them
Because
make
you
money.
just said
You just
you're the one opened up the Nicki, but I wasn't even saying nothing about Nicki. I wasn't saying that. I was saying, how do you feel about the radio show show. You,
I'm saying she could do a radio show. We already talked about this earlier. Just because I'm doing this and you doing this don't mean she can't do it.
Right.
It's the
Okay.
same situation.
Right.
Let her
Support
make
her.
her
Support her
money.
shit. Let her have her radio show.
Right. Okay. So
I feel like she got her fans and they gonna watch, and Nikki got her fans, and if they was watching, she might,
Still have a
have
show?
been on her. So
Okay.
well, and a lot of people are just saying that like Lotto is not really original with her content.
who is? We all seen
You
it
think
somewhere
that
before.
Sample.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
has
just
their
think so.
own
Sample.
style and their own throw on it, but at the end of the day, we all doing the same thing. It's a
Right.
The
podcast
thing
show.
about Lotto though, it's like she doesn't have her own. Like
You understand
one-
what I'm saying?
Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, so first, her and Nikki was going against each other, right? And now all of a sudden, Lotto's going against Spice for the same thing. Supposedly Nikki was going with Lotto. It's like everything just like in the circle. So
Yeah.
now Lotto is getting attitude with this girl Spice because now she's new on the block.
Yeah, I just think
Now-
she's contradicting.
Yeah. so-
Okay. I mean,
That's
that's,
all.
a, that's
She's
a
a little
real thing.
hypocrite.
You're a little hypocrite.
She a little
Yeah,
double standard.
you
Yeah.
know, because she just got
Okay.
into it with the Armand Riggins about, don't speak on what I'm doing. At least I'm putting out music. Now she's about to have a radio show where she's going to be speaking on what people are doing and putting her opinion on things.
Got
you know,
you.
so I just thought it was a little contradicting. You
That
know?
does sound definitely.
I still think it's money though.
I was
At
like,
the end
could
of
it
the
be
day,
a
if she
manager?
Everything
see
is
them
money.
doing it, then right, I'm gonna make
like,
my
is
money
her
doing it
manager,
too.
agent, her pushing her to do this? Like, oh, you're gonna
That's
make
what
X,
she
Y, Z.
said.
I
Like,
think so.
is her managers
think
like
it's-
making a mockery of her and making her
think
do
so.
this? Like,
Just
And
to
it could
stir
be
up some shit.
a publicity
Yeah.
stunt to get it all going, so we can make our money.
right. Alrighty. So yeah, that's all I got for my celebrity tea
Woo,
this
woo.
week.
We ran that.
All
didn't
right, we did.
that.
We're good. Yeah. Anybody got any announcements? Anything? Any announcements like church?
Church.
Any announcements?
We go
No,
to
y'all
church.
good. Thank you all so much for sitting with us once again.
Yeah.
Another great hour. We got some great topics discussed, and everybody got their points
Hell
out.
yeah.
If you all have any topics, please let us know. Please like, comment, share,
Share.
subscribe, all
For sure,
those good
for sure.
things.
Yes.
If you have gotten this far in the video and you have not tapped the like button,
Yeah,
what
what
you
are you
waiting
waiting
for?
for?
And then the subscribe. If it don't say subscribe, then you're not subscribed.
Yeah, man.
If that bell ain't ringing at the
I bet like, you
top,
didn't get that notification.
Yes. But thank you for the support and thank you for the guests that we had.
Michelle, thank you
You
for
did so
joining
good.
us.
You
Thank you,
did so
thank you.
good. We'd love
Yay.
to have you again, girl. The
course.
topics was hot.
They were great.
Yeah, they definitely was. So thank you
It's-
all for watching Pretty and Patty. We sound better and better each time. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.